Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Tiana. If you're new today, we are doing a get ready with me. This is 4th day hair. I'm not even joking. So I'm gonna show you guys how I came up with this look. It's nothing crazy. I'm gonna show you guys how I did my hair. We're gonna be talking today and I hope you guys really enjoy this video. So make sure to keep on watching and yeah, let's get into this. Literally just woke up. It's 4th day hair. I put some baby powder in it just to kind of absorb any oil in my hair. I'm going to just spray some Elnet Satin heat protectant in it. My whole hair care routine is the Finola line. So if you did not watch that, you can go check out that video. It's going to be linked in the description. So that is like what's in my hair. And then I'm just going to use this to have a heat protectant in my hair for when we style it. So I'm just going to spray some right now. Not a bunch, just a bit. I'm just gonna let that sit in my hair. Now I'm just gonna tie it back because I don't want hair in my face. This morning when I woke up, I didn't like moisturize my face or anything just because I wanted to show you guys that process of what I do. I take my Nivea Q10 Anti-Wrinkle Eye Cream and I apply that under my eyes and on my eyelids as well, just to kind of even it all out. And then I just dab it in with my ring finger. Anyone else make weird faces when they apply makeup, or is that just me? I swear it's just me. I watch all these beauty people and none of them are like, but that's me. A lot of people use this for after their makeup, which I do sometimes, but I love to use the Clinique moisture spray in the morning because it gives my face that nice boost of moisture. So that's what we're gonna use today. I'm gonna take my Rimmel London 8-Hour Long-Lasting Makeup Primer. I do like this one other than around my nose. I find it makes the pores on my nose terrible, but I do like to use a primer on my nose, so I'm just gonna use that today. I'm almost out of it, so then I can get like a nice primer. So let me know what kind of primers you guys like in the description because I need to find myself a new one. Because I'm in an all wood house, it really has an effect on my under eyes because it makes them so very dry. I don't have the type of primer or an oil to put under my eyes to help stop creasing with concealer, so that's what I need to pick up the next time I go to Sephora. But for right now, what I'm using is coconut oil and it is working very, very well. So if you don't have that type of product on hand, coconut oil does work very well. Just apply a little bit under my eye. I don't apply a lot because the thing with creasing is you don't want to have a bunch of product under your eye. I like to have coconut oil because it really does help hydrate under my eye to help stop creasing. As that's setting, I'm going to start with foundation. Scarlett actually ate and chewed my beauty blender, so I no longer have a beauty blender. I have this, but it's not like the same as my beauty blender. And then she also had the foundation brush this morning, so I don't have a foundation brush, so I only have this, so bear with me. I wasn't just going to stop myself from making this video because she ate my things. I mean, that happens all the time. I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I'm going to start off is just putting it on one of my brushes. I cannot pronounce this name, but I will show you guys. It's one of these. Then I'm gonna go in with this sponge right here to kind of blend it out. I do find this one a little bit more on the pink side of foundations. I really wish I had gotten one that had like more yellow undertone, but my drugstore didn't have one with like a light enough shade with a yellow undertone, so I just had to pick this one up. I just gotta make sure I put a little bit around my neck and we're good. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the sponge because this sponge absorbs so much product. I don't use a ton of foundation and it's really hard to build it up with this sponge because like I said, it just absorbs everything. And I don't have an extra brush to do like the foundation with the brush, so this is what we're getting today. I do find you can build this up if you have the proper tools. So I'm just going to take any excess and just go near my neck just so we can just blend that a little bit so it can suit me a little more. Now that the foundation is on, I now can put concealer on. This is the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer. This is a very, very nice concealer. I love the application. I love how much comes off. I love the coverage. I like the color selection because it matches me perfectly. I do find it creases under the eyes, especially if you have dry skin. So if you have dry skin, it will settle into fine lines and crease, which is why I've been using coconut oil to kind of like stop that, and it's been working because trust me, nothing is worse than having creasing under the eyes. I look so old. So I'm gonna just go ahead and apply this. Because it creases, I do not go like very close to my eye, and they say to put like dots of it. However, I find if I put dots, it's not enough for me because I have very veiny eyes. So I do have to use like a triangle. So I'm just gonna blend that out. I really wish I had my beauty blender right now. What I'm gonna do is, because I kind of just like smudged it all around, is just apply a little more. And I'm just gonna take my fingers and pat it. And it dries so quickly, so don't put like a ton on because it will dry very quickly. So there is one eye versus the other. So what I'm gonna do very quickly is take some setting powder. This is the Rimmel London one, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and just kind of sweep it under my eye. You really have to set this quickly. If not, it'll crease right away. Some people bake, but I found baking made it a lot worse. So we're not baking. We are not gonna bake, not today. Next up, the next eye. So here's one, here's the other. We're just gonna keep it going. Like I did the last time, I'm just gonna take a little more and go in with my finger because that worked well. I do want to try the Makeup Revolution concealer that just came out. That's like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. I really want to try that because I really want the Shape Tape, but I have like nowhere that it's available here. I know I would have to pay that in US dollars and taxes and then like duties, and that's just a lot of money. But I may order that with the Morphe palette. If you think I should do that, get the If I should get the Tarte Shape Tape and that Morphe palette, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, let me know in the comments because I really, really want to get that. Like, badly. So badly. But if I order it, I'd have to order it the same time from the same store, so I'm not paying two like duty fees. Now that they are set, I am going to start with my Tarte Clay Play Volume 2. I was supposed to tell you guys my honest opinions about it like a long time ago, but then Scarlett ate this, Scarlett ate that, and then it's hard when I don't have like a studio. This is like my bedroom and everyone's home, so today no one's home, so I can finally film and do a get ready with me. I know a lot of people say like it's the same packaging as the first one, the names of the colors are the same. I don't have the first one and this is my first real palette, so to me it's not like a huge deal. That's just my opinion. So I'm not doing anything crazy with my eyes today. I am just going to show you guys like the colors and how I do it and everything like that. So I moved you guys, I hope this is a little better. This is like my first one. I did one before, but it wasn't anything like this. Now, remember guys, I am not like a makeup guru. I don't know how to explain everything I'm doing. I'm just gonna kind of do it and talk to you guys. So I'm gonna take Sand, which is like one of their shades here. It's like a transition wow, I messed that up. Transition shade, and I'm just gonna apply that like all over just as a transition shade. And I'm just gonna take one of my Sephora brushes that are really fluffy and do that. Just because I don't want it to be too harsh, I just kind of want it all like subtle and all one color because I do have very red and colorful eyelids. So I'm just gonna take that and just kind of make it all one color. Oh yeah, let's talk about the Sephora brushes. So I bought these and there's different kinds. This one's kind of like a domey one, which we're gonna use next. I think there's 5 of them. I don't want to do anything crazy today. So I think I'm just gonna take Instinct, which is like another kind of like transition-y shade, and just kind of put that like on the crease slash eyelid. So the Sephora brushes I really, really like because I've washed them once and I also put them on my face every day, and I don't find that there's like a lot of bristles that come out, and they were easy to wash as well. Not just that, I like the quality of them. So I think they were about $47, if I'm correct. So for $47, I'm really not complaining because I do really like them. So if you're looking for like brush set that's not like over the moon expensive, but a decent price, the Sephora ones I really like. There's only one in there that's kind of like pokey, if that makes any sense at all. I'll show you guys when I get to it. Okay, my theory with makeup is if it's a mess, I can fix it because you can fix anything. I'm gonna take the same puffy brush as the first time. It's called Fluffy Crease. I'm taking the Fluffy Crease from Sephora and I'm just gonna take a little bit of Journey and blend it all together. Just kind of make it stand out a little more. Just in the crease and kind of on the brow bone. If that's even your brow bone. I will get better. What I like about this palette is you can use it for many different things and occasions. And what I find is it's a very good staple piece, especially if you don't have like a staple palette already. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my blending brush that I use. It's just a Still Spa Essentials. It's just a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna kind of blend them together and kind of clean it up. Anyway, it's a really nice palette, especially if you don't have one for like every day. What I like is you can create so many different looks with it. You can use this for like day or night, I find, in my opinion. I also find you can use like the highlight, blush, and is this bronzer? I think it's bronzer, but you can use this for like eyeshadow. What do I feel like taking? Well, first I want to go up here and make it even. So I'm just going to take my Fluffy Crease brush again and just take Solistis, which is like a white almost, and just kind of go up and kind of even it out. So anyway, this is a really nice staple palette if you're looking for one. I love the pigment of all these. They are so nice. It smells like cake and I get a use out of all of the colors in this palette, all of them. So it's not like one I just don't like, because Smoke is the glittery shade right here, and I'll show you guys close-ups. But Smoke does have a tendency, if you put it on your eyelids, to get everywhere else. So I do only have a problem with Smoke. I don't know if anyone else does, but other than that, all the other shades are so pretty. Smoke is pretty as well. I'm gonna use Smoke just a little bit under my eyebrows. Can you guys tell I have no order of how I do things? But I just like dabbed just the tiniest little brush in Smoke right here, and it made that. There is some fallout, and I do find that when you go to apply it, it's very easy to get everywhere else. So just be careful with Smoke. Other than that, I love this palette so much. I'm feeling like this needs a little something else, so I think I'm gonna take medium shadow brush and I'm just gonna take a little bit of Dunes, just this dark color right here, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of it in like that outer part of my eye, just to kind of darken it up because it is getting pretty light. I'm gonna take my blending brush again and just kind of blend that together. Okay, perfect. So I think my eyes are done. That's kind of what I want. I don't want anything crazy. Now, I do have the Master Precise in the metallic color, but I don't know if I want to use that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take Ember, which is like a purple shade, and an angle brush, and I'm just going to go on the top of my lash line with it and then do mascara. Because I'm doing this on camera and I don't want to mess it up, if we're being honest. So the Ember is almost like a brownish purple. Alright, I think that's even. Okay. That I do find pokey and that I don't like from there is the smudge brush. I don't care for this one. I would rather use a couple of my other brushes that I have. I don't have a ton of brushes, but I have like a decent amount. So if I don't have to use this smudge brush, I will just usually go for my Still Spa Essentials one. So this is the only brush I don't care for. What I'm going to do is put my mascara on. I was supposed to get rid of this one. I know I want to get rid of it, like terribly, but but I'm waiting until I go out to Sephora to pick up another one, or I'm waiting till I just go out to the drugstore to pick up another one because I can't go without mascara. We're just gonna use the Wonder Lash mascara. Now this one I loved at the beginning because there's like an oil in it. There is Moroccan oil in it, and I absolutely just loved it. It was amazing. But after a certain amount of time, I guess the formula and the oil just like changes and it doesn't look as nice. I found I've had this since the summer, so it's been about 6 months. About after the 4th month, I've wanted to get rid of it. So if you're buying this, just know after about 4 months, you're not gonna have the same formula as when you first bought it. Just letting you know. See how it clumps? See how different it is? You see how like this one's like really clumpy and this one's not as bad? You see that? I don't have a Q-tip, but I'm just gonna take one of the brushes and just kind of move them because that is not okay with me. I guess I'll just have to take my finger, kind of work it out. That's not as bad. That's a little bit better. I'm gonna have to wash that brush now. So our eyes are done. I don't put bottom mascara on just because it doesn't suit my eyes. What I am gonna do now is talk to you guys about, I think it's a bronzer. Remember, I'm not like a huge makeup guru, so I believe it's bronzer, the brown shade. This shade right here, if you have fair skin like I do not apply a whole ton at once because it's so pigmented that it's just gonna show up brown and it's gonna be hard for you to blend out. It's so easy to blend out, but not when you put a bunch on because of how fair skinned you are. So just take like a tiny little bit. This is the BLVD brush. All I'm gonna do is kind of like warm up my face just a tad. This is how I like to do it because I find I just like this, doing this, how I do it. And now, I like to take the Real Techniques buffing brush and just buff it out so that it blends nicely. And I kind of just bring it down my neck so that it kind of all blends out. And I actually washed all my brushes last night so that I could do this video because turns out I had highlighter on all of these brushes. Go up here, make it all even. Nose is looking a little too warm, so let's just keep on blending it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put on some highlighter, and this is Timber, and Timber is so pretty. I love this highlighter. I love it. So anyway, I'm just gonna put it on my face. It's just, it's so pretty. And then I like to put just a little on my nose, not a lot, just a little on my nose. And I like to put a little just on my Cupid's bow. And then I take the buffing brush that I use to blend out the bronzer or whatever it's called. Feel free to correct me. And I just like to lightly go over the highlight and just make it so that it's not so stiff of a line. Very lightly. Same with my nose, my Cupid's bow, and the other side. So now I have the highlight and the bronzer done. I don't like to use a ton of blush. I'm just not a huge blush girl. So Desert is the blush that comes in this palette and it's pretty. So I do like to take just a tad of it just to kind of like warm up my face. And I just like, you know how to apply blush. It's just, I just take it and I just kind of blend it. I was actually going to put on a lip tint from from Fresh. Scarlett ate it. So I only have this Fresh Sugar Cream lip treatment and I love the brand Fresh. I just love it. Tinted lip gloss, I guess you would say. The color is so nice, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that. It's nothing crazy because, like I said, the thing I wanted to use, Scarlett ate, so. The makeup is all done. I already sprayed my thermal protectant. So today we're just gonna use my time iron and we are going to go ahead and do some nice kind of curls to my hair. And because it's 4th day hair, I'm not sure how well it's going to go, but we are just gonna go and do it anyway. So I'm gonna start by brushing my hair. Yes, brushing, because I want kind of volume to my hair, and if I brush my hair, I'm gonna have more volume. And I use baby powder in my hair, and baby powder, surprisingly, like even with dark hair, if you take like the smallest amount but really work it in your hair, it works very well. I did a video on it like when I first started my channel, but I feel like I should do another one just to kind of update you guys and show you guys how I do it, because I was so shocked this morning. We're just gonna get into this. My camera battery is flashing red, of course. Let's start. I don't section off my hair when I do curls with the time iron because I just don't want perfect curls. So what I like to do is I like to just start with one side of my hair, flip the other side back, and start curling. If you don't know how to use the time iron, I do have a couple different tutorials on it, but if you guys want an updated version, let me know. This is not the Time Pro, this is just the time iron, which I still love. So what I do is I like to just start from the back, take just a section of hair. This is too much. Just a nice thick section of hair. I go in with the curling side, and then I just twist and just go. And then I just get a curl. Even on 4th day hair, I get a nice curl. So I'm just gonna continue doing that. I'm not gonna explain to you guys how to use it because like I said, I do have different tutorials, but if you want an updated tutorial, just let me know and I will make one. I'm not even looking at my curls. I'm looking at the viewfinder because if I look at the mirror, then you guys aren't gonna see how I'm curling it, and then I wouldn't be able to look at you guys. So I'm just gonna look at the viewfinder and then look at the camera when I'm talking to you. It'll be the moment of truth when I take like all of them to the front and see how it looks. I've also ran out of hairspray, so I have to go buy more. I think it's been like 2 months that I've had no hairspray. With the time iron, the curls last for just days, and I find having like healthier hair and having like an actual hair care system that I use, like my Felona line, I find my curls and my hair stays put pretty well, but I would love to have a hairspray. I need to go buy one because sometimes it's nice to just have a hairspray just to have that extra like, okay, I know it's not gonna budge. I'm so excited. I'm getting my hair redone because a lot of it is fading and you can start to see the blonde in my hair now because of when I was blonde. If you didn't know that, I can't wait to go get my hair done. Okay, so here's where I like to like make sure it's really curly up here. So I'm just gonna make sure it's like closer to the scalp because I like to make sure it's curly. And then just take the piece I didn't curl, which is this one. Wait, I messed that up. I'm supposed to take the front piece first. Yeah, that's how I do it. I take the front piece first, I curl it. Just like that. And then I take the other pieces under it, and then I curl just the ends of them. I'm going to take everything that I curled, bring it to the front and show you guys. This is how it looks curled, and this is how it is just natural. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this side. I'm getting an attitude. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish, see the blonde, see it, see it? I'm gonna go finish this side. I don't know if getting like the Time Pro is like a necessity for me. I know I would absolutely just love the hair dryer. I'd love to try out the Time Pro just to see if there's like actually a difference. I know there's a difference for like heat setting, but I'm usually on the highest heat setting anyway because of all my hair. But I love how they incorporated like a heat setting because some people don't need it on 450 degrees. So if you guys like these videos, let me know. I love doing these again, especially when I go and get like different products. I could like sit down and do these like maybe once or twice a month. I should be able to have the time to do that, like get ready with me and all this. And then I'll show you guys my outfit. It's been crazy here. Like the weather has been like so weird. It feels like spring, but it's still winter. So I don't know. Today I kind of just threw on like this really weird mix, in my opinion, because I was like, no, it's winter, but it's kind of like spring. So this is what I'm wearing, and I don't know. I'm not going anywhere. I'm taking like all day to film. I responded to all of your comments the other day. I had about 30 to catch up on because Scarlett ate my glasses and I couldn't read the screen. So I had over 30 comments to catch up on, to like respond to, and I had like your channels to watch. If you comment a genuine response and something like genuine, I'm talking like I absolutely love the time iron, great look tan, something like that. Like, I'm not saying it has to be the time iron, but like, oh, I absolutely love the wood background and I loved your look today, then it's like, oh, I'm gonna go check out your channel. But if you just comment, love this, go check out my channel and subscribe, well, no, I'm not like that. You know, like if you're telling me to go do something, I won't go do it, chances are. Now, if you leave a comment saying, I love that look, I use those products, we have very similar tastes in this, this, and this. I did a look and it's like the same. I've had a couple people who were actually genuine and they actually did that, and then I went, it's like, ah. So, I mean, like, just leave a nice comment. Don't just be like, number 751 subscribers, sub back. Like, no, that's not gonna work with me. Here is my final look with the curls. I am just going to play with them a little bit here, like that, and that is it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my NutriCare, and this isn't sponsored, by the way, but I'm taking a little bit of my NutriCare oil from Fanola and just gonna put a little bit of that on the bottom of my hair, just to kind of add a little bit of shine and oomph to my hair, because my hair is like kind of not oomphy. So we're just gonna put that in my hair, and I'm gonna zoom you guys in and just show you guys what I look like. Okay, so here is like the final thing. This is what I did today. Curled my hair, and we did this just simple look. So I'm gonna show you guys my outfit. I'm just wearing like this sweater type of thing. It's like really, really long. And then I have like ripped jeans on. How am I gonna do this? And then I have like ripped jeans on. Now I got my dog all started up. We'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to comment down below. We are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers, and when we get to 1,000, I am going to be doing another giveaway, and I'm just going to zoom this in because it's looking a little funny. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave this a thumbs up and go follow me on my social medias. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.